Hey everyone, I am excited to give you a recap of the War Eagle Trail races today. It was a series of races, so I think they've got a 10K, 25K, and 50K. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the race itself, how it went for me, and what some of my thoughts were. This is a race that's been on my radar for a long time. It's at Hobbs State Park here in Arkansas, which runs right along the shores of picturesque Beaver Lake. I've got a couple shots of that and what it looked like, and I'm excited to tell you about my experience today. To be completely honest, my training leading up to the War Eagle 25K was not really what I had hoped it would be. In fact, I had run the Eugene Marathon about a month prior to this race, and almost immediately after the marathon, I got sick for probably 2 weeks, and I did almost no running during that time at all. So by the time it actually got time to begin training for this race, I was really just relying on the base that I had built from the marathon and did almost no other training beyond that. So I had initially actually set my sights on the 50K for this race, and that would have been the first time that I had run at or above the marathon distance 3 times in the same year. That didn't happen because I dropped down to the 25K, and that was because, I didn't want to hurt myself. I wanted to be able to continue running throughout the rest of this year, and I thought that that would be a much more likely way to actually accomplish that. The course was really good. It was a really refreshing departure from my last couple races, which have all been road races, changing over to this one, which was obviously a trail race. And there are some big changes going from road to trail. Some of those include, there's a lot more elevation in this race than really what I had been training for before that. I'll include a link to my Strava recording of the race itself below if you want to check it out in more detail. The difference between it being road and trail did mean that I had a pretty gnarly set of blisters by the end of the race, which, when you combined that with the fact that the race was here in Arkansas in June, and that meant the heat and the humidity were turned way up. So it was a challenging course, but it was a welcome challenge for me that I really enjoyed getting back to trail and kind of experiencing that world as compared to just road races. Yeah, like I previously mentioned, the transition to trail as compared to road was something that I really enjoyed for this race. And a lot of that has to do with the really kind of different vibes that a road race versus a trail race have. See, to me, the trail race is a lot more laid back. It's a lot more kind of enjoyable in the sense that it's more focused on being out in nature, and it's enjoying just getting to kind of be in the running community. So you're getting to run with all these people. You're getting to, work and talk to the people at the aid stations. And it's just kind of a much more low-key vibe to me. And maybe that's just my take. I've been focused these last couple races on trying to set PRs and trying to kind of go past what I had previously done. So it was nice just to get out and run and have a good time running. And then all of that on top of the fact that I got to run with Daniel. I wanted him to join in the recap today, but he's traveling, so that wasn't possible today. But he's a good friend, and I've known him for a long time, and I've got to run with him for a while now. And I just think that he's probably one of the funniest people that I know. So getting to kind of do all that as far as the trail race, and then getting to do that with a good friend was something that I really had a good time doing. Yeah, so I had a really good time at the War Eagle Trail races. It ended up being a lot bigger of a field than I thought it was going to be. I think something like 650 participants ran, which, yeah, it's just a kind of another layer and level of energy that was brought to the race that I really enjoyed. And kind of a cool piece about this one is it is a really kind of community-oriented race. All of the funds from it Part of it went to the Rogers Lions Club, and I believe all of that was towards an optometry scholarship that they do every year. And then the other portion went to Hobbs State Park, which is where the race was run, and that was just to preserve that state park so that, you know, us as trail runners and mountain bikers and everyone else that just wants to get outside and explore could do so. And so I always love that. That's kind of something near and dear to my heart, is community engagement and preservation. So yeah, I had a really good time, and I think as a whole, the race was run super well. It was well organized, well executed. The trail was marked really well. The aid stations were all stocked. The kind of flow through the aid stations was super efficient. And a specific shout out to the people running the first aid station. I think I recognize those as some of the crew from the Mustache Run Club, and they always seem to kind of bring the party to aid stations and just give you that energy whenever you get in and you're at a point where you do need some aid. So shout out to them. I always appreciate that. And yeah, they just make it fun. It was all decorated like Christmas, which was kind of funny. So all that being said, it was a really good experience. I hope it's something that maybe piqued your interest after kind of watching the video and seeing my recap. I definitely will look forward to doing it here in the next couple years. So I hope that this was, informative. If I missed anything, if you have any questions, feel free to comment those below. We are producing videos, once a week. So if you'd like to follow along, myself and the rest of kind of the Natural State Run Club, I'd love if you subscribed. And oh, one more note, this is kind of crumpled, but we just got a package of stickers. So the first, 5 people that are subscribed and comment below, I will either deliver or send you a sticker if that's something you're interested in. So yeah, like I said, comment below that you want the sticker, and we'll be in contact to get that sent to you. So thanks for watching today, and until next time, keep it natural.